You're the new guy. Get the fuck out of here. Like, I don't think people are hating because they've hired a female gamer. Like, I don't think that's the issue here. I think the issue here is that it seems like it's just a clout grab. Like, it literally just like, oh, she's relatively famous. We'll take her in, you know? And again, that's purely like speculation on my part. Like, she could have been insanely like good in her games. I haven't watched any of her streams. And I'm pretty sure she has streamed quite a bit. But yeah, I don't think that's why people are upset. So I guess we'll just jump into the face stuff. Dude, like my hair is a mess, man. All right. I don't know if I want to put this on YouTube. What about the ugly shirt? Does the ugly shirt take attention away from it at all, or am I just a mess?
Today we're going to talk about two decisions that people online are calling a big mistake. The first of which, this mustache.
Okay, what's worse, the bleached hair or that mustache? You got three options, chat. The shirt, the hair, or the mustache. Yes. Just yes. All of the above. Whatever, let's go in.
Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't be too mean. I am sensitive. The second one is a recent signing by FaZe Clan that FaZe fans and even OG FaZe members are calling a huge mistake. But is it actually? Let's talk about it. Of course, we can't talk about FaZe without talking about how bad of a year they have had. This is the image ingrained in everyone's mind when you just think about how FaZe has been doing.
Yo, dude, that's dropped so quickly. Holy shit. No one's got stuck in FaZe. This is insane. When did Snoop Dogg leave? Was it like end of last year or was it like Feb this year? I'm pretty sure Snoop Dogg left because they were struggling. For anyone that doesn't know, yeah, FaZe Clan, I think Snoop Dogg was on the board of FaZe Clan. Like, this is real life. Like, what the fuck?
Failing stock price that is showing no signs of recovery. But it's mostly been people on the outside talking about how bad it's been for FaZe. More recently, however, it's been people on the inside talking about how bad it is at FaZe.
Yeah.
And this sparked just this past week with some huge drama when FaZe Clan tweeted out, "We want more women in FaZe Clan." To which FaZe Rain leaked and said, spoiler alert, it's going to be Grace, the woman they signed. The reason is because I heard she was on one episode of
Shit. Rain went in hard. Damn, dude. Yeah, I think she was in a couple of episodes of the latest season of Stranger Things, right? Like, she was the girl, I think, no, spoiler alert if you haven't seen the latest, like, 2-part season of Stranger Things, but she was the girl at the start that I think kicked the bucket. I think, if I remember correctly. It's, who is it? It's this person. I think it was her. Was it Chrissy? Chrissy, wake up. I don't like this. All right.
Stranger Things. And if you don't know, FaZe Rain is an OG of FaZe, which is FaZe nomenclature for a founder of FaZe. And this is all the founders right here. You have FaZe Apex, Adapt, Rug, Temper, Rain, and Banks. Which is embarrassing that I know all of those things, but I don't really know how to divide negative numbers. I wish I knew one and not the other. These 6 right here have spent the past week shitting on FaZe Clan for the most part in all of their decisions, specifically the decision that FaZe Rain leaked, which happened to be true, that they did sign Grace as a new FaZe member, which... Look, I think there is reason to criticize this. Specifically, the reason you should criticize it is because they tweeted out that they want more women, but they already had one that they were going to sign, right? They were already like working on this deal with Grace while like posturing that, hey, we want more women. So a lot of people got their hopes up and were recommending people, but it was all for show, which I think is a little bit cringe.
It's really cringe, but it's just to drive up a bit of hype. FaZe Clan's like, we're inclusive. We need more women in the industry. And then they've already made plans to bring someone in who's, you know, a relatively famous actress. Yeah, it's a bit cringe, but I feel like FaZe Clan needs any W's they can get, and I don't think this is it.
Probably not worth farming the clout from saying we want women when you're already having one in, you know what I mean? Like, that feels a little weird to me, but that's not the reason everyone else is criticizing it. And boy, are they criticizing it. You can see right here, the tweet announcing Grace has 10K likes, but almost 18 million views. And everybody's trying to chump check her.
God
like,
damn.
Do a temper shot, name like one trick shot and all this shit. And basically taking out all their anger on Grace, which I think isn't really fair at all, but we'll get to that in a little bit. And FaZe, in response to a lot of people criticizing this announcement.
Yeah, like as long as she is actually a gamer, like I haven't watched, she streams, right? She's took a break from acting, I think, because of just how shit it is in the industry. I wouldn't come to the internet in a gaming, like competitive gaming arena. You're gonna find it's probably just as shit, if not worse. But I mean, if she's good at the games and she's like is actually like a gamer, then it's fine. I don't like the idea of them hiring this actress for clout. Same with like Snoop Dogg. Him being on the board seemed like it was just he's done like a couple of videos where he played Warzone, I think, and that was it. Like, I don't know. It just seems like they're trying to be like this brand, but not really like a competitive gaming brand. More of just like a cool brand.
Decided to tweet out all the positive replies to the announcement. People like Pokey saying congrats, or Ray, or certain FaZe members like Nate Hill or Swag or Replays, and ignored a lot of the more aggressive tweets, to which the FaZe OGs, the founders, were not so kind to. This is FaZe Banks, who is probably the most iconic leader of FaZe, maybe in conjunction with Temper, tweeting out a meme that they made, which, total aside, I think it's so cringe when people make meme photos to use of themselves. It's like, let it happen naturally. That's the whole point of a meme. Anyway, he tweets out a FaZe photo of them all laughing at a screen. And then like, oh, ha, 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 this is so funny. This what a terrible decision they have made. And it's all the OGs laughing at their most recent decision. And one of the FaZe members, who's currently a FaZe member, not an OG, just another FaZe member, tweeted out, really disappointed, and some people I call friends, hating on the new FaZe recruit, especially girls in the game community. Y'all, you all hate on each other the most, and it's sad. And then someone replied, you're never an OG FaZe member, so what you say is biased and irrelevant.
You're the new guy. Get the fuck out of here. Like, I don't think people are hating because they've hired a female gamer. Like, I don't think that's the issue here. I think the issue here is that it seems like it's just a clout grab. Like, it literally just like, oh, she's relatively famous. We'll take her in, you know? And again, that's purely like speculation on my part. Like, she could have been insanely like good in her games. I haven't watched any of her streams. And I'm pretty sure she has streamed quite a bit. But yeah, I don't think that's why people are upset. And I mean, we all know the reason she was even considered was because of Stranger Things. That's probably how she got the meeting with FaZe, because they want that clout. But after that, I assume they've looked into her. They've sort of checked out like her gaming, like what she's like, you know, if she's good at like marketing the brand. Like, I don't think she's been hired purely on the fact that she was an actress, but I do think it's what started the initial conversation, which I think that's what people would get upset about. I don't have an opinion on it yet, but we're going to look into it and see if I can form one to piss people off.
To which he replied, well, where are the FaZe OGs? And then that's where Banks
Cringe.
brought out the
I said female.
Said that hammer and said, not participating in the sellout clown show that FaZe Clan has become. Not sure what these takes say about you, but the name of FaZe only has a sliver of meaning left because what we built and you're using it. This is the problem, and you're all here to squeeze every last dollar out of FaZe and have zero respect for the brand. It's all shameless promotion, pandering to a non-existent audience, and pretending like it's a team effort. Nobody would ever argue in favor of this version of FaZe. It's so disingenuous to the point it makes us all sick. And we're the only ones, unfortunately, who are interested in preserving the history and protecting the brand. Now, there are some truths to what Banks is saying. I do think where FaZe is at now, we can all agree, isn't good. It is dog shit, and the stock price shows that. They're making a lot of poor decisions. But I don't agree that with all this anger and vitriol towards Grace, who is, something that you could criticize the backrooms for signing, but why are you getting mad at Grace? Why are people replying to Grace saying, name your 3 favorite trick shots or whatever, trying to chump check her, when you should be mad at the people who are running FaZe for their decision making? And she's also like, if you zoom out for a minute, one of many, many different decisions FaZe has made that can be criticized. Like, for one, when they gave
my boy Snoop Dogg. This is it, right? I feel like the fact that they've done this before, like with Snoop Dogg was like the head, like I don't know what his actual title was, but he was definitely like on the board. I'm pretty sure. Whether or not he actually made decisions, I don't know enough. But I'm pretty sure he was on the board of like directors, which is mad, absolutely mad. But yeah, hiring an actress in is not an issue. Like if she is a gamer, like if she's gonna come in and be like, I don't play video games, or like, oh, I do it for fun here and there. Like that's the wrong attitude. It needs for FaZe, it has to be someone really into esports, really into like the competitive gaming scene. And if she's that, I don't see any issue with it whatsoever. And yeah, I don't blame her for wanting to get out of the acting career, because, or at least take a step back if that's the case. Because I mean, I hear worse shit there than in some places on the internet, but the competitive gaming scene is probably as rough.
Gave Snoop Dogg millions of dollars and made him a board member. For what? His streams of Madden that had broken audio with like 50 viewers? They gave...
I love it. I love it. Streaming at like 420p. Bitrate was 4. I keep dying in my Isaac runs. I'm going to commit a crime. What are you trying to do? Are you trying to do like a challenge run, or are you trying to get something completed? Man, I love Isaac. I need to play Isaac.
Gave him millions. They also gave his son money to just be a member of FaZe Clan. $1.9 million in stock, a spot on the board of directors.
Oh, I mean, it's in stock, so it's probably, what, nothing now. It's worthless. He actually owes FaZe money for having stock in FaZe Clan.
$250K worth of stock to his son. Like, what was the value of that? They also signed a famous football player, Kyler Murray, who tweeted out,
I didn't know about this,
ever the word FaZe, and that was before they signed him. Where's the criticism of that signing? It seems like that brought zero value to FaZe whatsoever. And then, of course, I made a video about this over a year ago, but they had their FaZe 1 contest, which was this 24-hour reality show that was super awkward, super embarrassing.
Oh, that sounds cringe.
Honestly, a super huge waste of money. And so to criticize FaZe now, and specifically I'm talking to all the OG members, for them to specifically target the Gray signing as like the point of failure for FaZe, to me, brain dead. There are 100 other things that you can point at that are way bigger failures or make way less sense for FaZe. Them signing someone who actually streams, who will get viewership, who might bring more interest to women to FaZe, is not that bad compared to all of the other brain-dead decisions. So that's the only thing I want to say about that. But what is interesting about all of this, FaZe Rain is the one who originally leaked this, and his leak turned out to be true. Well, he also leaked some other shit that is probably true, and I think it's really interesting. So let's just take a look here at his video.
Oh, what else?
Money, there's a line. 25K.
So here he's talking about the expenses and the return that FaZe is making in certain esports. And
this is surely confidential. Like, this should not be getting talked about, right? I feel like this is probably like bad discussing this. Someone at FaZe is not going to be happy.
And he said all of these esports have a line on return, aka they are making $0. Now, whether that's true or not, I'm not exactly sure, but he does go through the expenses, which I do believe to be true. And bear in mind, these are monthly expenses.
224K, 37K, 94K, 21K, 48K, 86K.
Fuck, why is Valorant so expensive? What the fuck? 224K?
33K and 1K. And
that is a whole lot of money.
That's a shit ton
on esports. That is a month.
700
month. Oh my god.
$56,000 a month, and apparently no return for any of those dollars. Now, FaZe Clan, I believe they announced that they started the year with like, I don't know, 40 to 60 million dollars in the bank, and I believe in the last quarterly reports they're down to like something like, 30 mil. They're bleeding money. They're bleeding money very fast. So fast that just last week they laid off another 40% of their staff. They're struggling. They're struggling. They clearly need to restart. I do think the FaZe OGs could have a good direction to do it. Don't necessarily agree with them using Grace's signing and bringing all the hate to Grace as the way to do it. But this all probably stems from terrible business decisions that FaZe made early on.
I assume it's a lot of it is a lot of the OGs don't have say in some of these decisions. Like, again, I don't have an issue with her joining FaZe. But if it wasn't talked about with the OGs, they're going to be pissed off. If they came to a conclusion where some of them didn't want her to join and some did, that's a discussion. If it still went forward, then they're going to be aggy and they're going to push people towards the hatred of Grace, which, yeah, I completely agree. Like, that sucks for her. 100%. Like, they've obviously given her a bag. She wants it. She's taken it. You know, she wants to obviously get into streaming and competitive gaming as like a career. I don't think she's done anything wrong, but yeah, if people in-house are pushing people towards her for hatred, that's mental.
Losing control of their company, giving it to brain-dead boomers who are driving this shit into the ground. And anyway, that is your FaZe embarrassing update of the day. That's all the drama surrounding FaZe. I feel a bit bad for Grace, who's receiving all the shit, and that's where FaZe is at. Where are they going to be in a month? I don't know. I'll probably make a video about it. They'll probably have to be removed from NASDAQ because they're not doing well. But maybe, you know, buy low, sell high. That's what they say. Please don't. This is not fun. Don't actually buy it. I'm memeing. All right, have a good one. Goodbye.
Many YouTube.
Jesus. All right. Let's take a look at this video that FaZe dropped quickly. Just the introduction of Grace. We'll take a look. Prepare my eardrums. Am I about to get raided? Please tell me I'm not about to get raided. Let's take a look. FaZe Clan. Let's see if we can get this up and running. There's the initial video. If it's still up, they might have. Here we go. Oh my god! Welcome, Raiders. Hello. The fuck is that hair? Looking after doggers. Let's go. Look at that ugly mug. I mean, I'd rather take the criticism on the face. The face I accept. Yeah, go for the face or the shirt. Anything that's not this shit on my head. Seagull shit on my head. We'll take a look.
I'm Grace Van Dien. I'm Bluefy. It means blue girl. Fee is girl in French. I wanted blue girl, but it was taken, and I love French, so don't speak it very well, but I wish I did. I'm a bit of a homebody. I'm an actress, but I like to stay home, so streaming is perfect.
Good actress, not a good liar.
Wow! The baskets.
Shut up. $100 if you make the shot right now. Ready? Watch this shit. Oh, you're not gonna look.
Wow.
Cash.
That was close. I grew up in Los Angeles. I started gaming because my dad was a gamer.
I remember when we first started gaming together, I was always very scared. Like in Super Smash Bros, I would
Dead
hide
grass
and try
head
to
looking
not get
motherfucker.
involved.
Dried noodles head ass. Old man blonde boy Barbie Ken looking mistake ass. Cheese hair tea and apple.
Oh. Ouch.
And any of the fighting, like everyone would be fighting, and I'd play Kirby so I could fly away.
She'd be sitting there spinning the whole time, bouncing up around in the air. We'd all be like, bam, 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 and Gracie'd be like, boop, 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 and she'd win a lot.
No harsh enough alley. Add more.
So this is not a good video for the intro. Like, they're in a competitive scene for Smash, and she's saying, "Oh, I just play Kirby and I fly. I fly up there. They can't get me." It's a bit. It comes across weak. Again, I haven't watched how she plays like Valorant and stuff. She could be really, really good, but this is not a good introduction, and it's probably due to FaZe and the editing and stuff. I don't think it looks that bad. It's not that bad, people. Fake Stark. Thank you, my boy. Thank you. I mean, this is not bad blood for a bleach job. Come on. It could have been, like, orange. Pineapple 2.0. All right, let's continue with this video.
I feel like your path is...
Dried beached up coral looking. Ramen gun bad no touch. Out of date cotton candy. Dad pestilence, no wonder he's gone, I might leave too, JK.
God damn, Ali. Holy shit. You went fucking hard.
Paved with magical fairies. You're kind of just like, I want to do this, and then it happens. And it's actually really inspiring as a person to just be like, oh my God, like she can do anything, like I can do anything. This is fucking crazy.
I couldn't be more proud of her. She's just killing it in everything she's doing.
I always felt like a personal connection with my dad, but as far as his career, I never related to it growing up. Some people would know him from Starship Troopers.
Oh, damn.
I got into acting because I wanted to be a psychologist or a writer for therapeutic reasons, and then when I found acting, I discovered that that was much more therapeutic.
I wouldn't remember me either, Chrissy. Honestly.
Stranger Things was my favorite show, is my favorite show, so when I got the call that I could be a part of it, I really just thought I was gonna go work with like these cool people and then go home and never hear about it again. So it turning into a majority of my life now. It's really cool. Really, when I was 17, I discovered Twitch through Tumblr. And there was this girl on Tumblr that I followed, and she would stream herself
Chrissy, wake up.
Creating little mold arts. So I didn't even know that Twitch was
We said prior that we would bully you for skipping out on Saturday day. Then you give us this. Anakin hates your low-rent sandy hair. It's coarse and rough and gets everywhere.
It was a mistake. I was busy Saturday. Imagine being blonde. I know, right?
Until I did a deep dive into it.
Oh my God, she's insane.
I like playing Valorant. I like to rage. And I like playing Among Us. That I'm good at. Maybe it's the acting and
Among Us.
I'm a good liar. When I first started streaming, it just was not kicking. Sometimes that got me down a bit, but then I saw that the 20 to 40 people I did have
It's true, I fit
were
the
the
stereotype.
same 20 to 40 people every day, and I'm able to build relationships and friendships with these people, and I laugh so much. The loneliness that you feel in life gets completely taken away when you're streaming, even if it's to a small group.
Oh shit, the FaZe Clan
because
stuff
everyone
already,
is so
Jesus.
friendly.
I love that she doesn't.
And I want to touch on that point because it's really interesting seeing someone come from like the acting industry, like this really sought after, like high bar, like community, talk about streaming in that way. Because other than the fact you guys are bullying the shit out of me right now, I usually love you guys. We usually have a good time. And I like to see that. It's even in like different sectors, like people from acting coming over and seeing that and enjoying it. You guys don't realize just being around in chat, hanging out while we play games and watch videos, dude, it's like some of the happiest times I have. We need to make you see your mistake. Even now, you guys are looking out for me. You're trying to stop me doing this again. You still love me? I do, Galactic. I do it for the content. But yeah, I just want to touch on that point because that was quite well worded. I like what Grace is like saying, and I completely agree with that. And it does seem like she just play a lot of games. Like she's into Valorant. She plays is it Dead by Daylight, Among Us, of course. Everyone plays Among Us. She seems like a good candidate if she's a big streamer and she loves doing it. Hell yeah! Like the fact that she was in Stranger Things is irrelevant.
I feel like she has to fit into a box or like present herself in a specific way. I feel like she's just like, this is me, you know, take it or leave it.
I first heard of FaZe Clan really when I started streaming, and I kind of associated it with bros. It wasn't until I met with you guys that I was like, oh no, this is home. This is like a second home.
What do you think that you bring to FaZe Clan that's needed?
Estrogen. No.
Jesus.
It's incredibly important to have female representation. Gaming is already such a male-dominated.
Your hair is just like the FaZe drama. What the fuck? Oh man. Biscuit and Flubby, you guys are gonna fit in great.
Area, and entering a male world was a little bit intimidating, but hearing your approach to it and have me help with that feels right. I did an interview 4 years ago, and they asked me what I want to do with the next 5 years of my life, and my answer was I want to do something that matters. And I didn't know what that looked like, and I didn't know what that meant or how I would do that, but this feels like I'm going down the right path.
Wholesome. I feel like the Smash Brothers segment kind of pisses people off. Let's take a look at your spitting right now. No offense, but if you really want to change for female gamers, why didn't they recruit someone from the original FaZe 100 or recruit someone who isn't already famous and actually creates their own content? Oh God, yeah, people are not happy with this. Name 3 nags. Crazy. There've been girls who game, stream, work their ass off every day, and you've been handed a one-way ticket considering you're a former actress. I mean, of course, she's definitely been giving an initial chat with FaZe because of her popularity and the fact she's an actress. 100%. But I don't think that's it. Like, she's obviously a gamer. She's obviously gonna bring something to the table, and she might even be good. Again, I haven't watched her gameplay. The fact that just ask her to name trick shots is a bit, ugh. I kind of agree with Ludwig on this. It's a bit rough. FaZe be like, esports teams, 5 mil, OG members, $14. Passionate streamers, 0. People who don't care for FaZe, 5 mil. Random celebrities, 30 mil. Help my brands go bankrupt. Yeah, I'll be curious to know what sort of bag they gave her. Like, how much she got for joining FaZe. That would be interesting.